Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. This is our Path of the Damned Herald run, episode 117. And we are in Forgotten Sanctum.
At once.
The imp is furiously mixing powders and herbs into a mortar and pestle. It leers at you, showing off a row of pointed teeth and long, flicking tongue.
So, wizards tricked you into coming here too, eh?
Basically. Beginning to feel that way.
Imps, no. Imps watch you running around fixing each other's ground stink problems. Wizards lie. Wizards are worse people. But drowsy puke fix everything, eh? Help you relax.
Winking, the imp gestures towards a collection of refined herbs and narcotics. You want to give me drugs?
Drowsy puke wants kith to dream, eh? Rest giant weary head. Smart ground stink just let drowsy puke know when he wants rest, eh?
He is our nippity nap here. Gotcha. Very well.
Yes?
Alright, we will talk to Lengrath.
Now we may speak with something like privacy. Tane has asked something of you.
He'd like me to free the prisoners in the collections.
And you accepted. How terribly large-hearted of you.
I didn't say that.
Forgive me my assumption, then. Word of your good deeds precedes you. What Tane asks of you appears a mercy, but it's only a selfish attempt to bolster his reputation. He's a devious child who delights in making the rest of us clean up his messes.
A quality common to archmages, it seems.
I have seen educated professionals trigger disasters that rival any mess Thane could produce out of ignorance. But point taken.
I'd say I resent the comment, but you're not wrong. Many of the poor souls held captive here have been so for decades. Anyone they knew is likely dead, their old lives gone. To return them to the world with nothing is a cruelty. The gods only know what havoc these broken people will wreak with the information Tane intends to give them. Lay their souls to rest. Return them to the wheel.
You might have killed them. Seems a bit extreme.
All things die. Death is the keystone of the natural order. It's no more extreme than birth.
I kill a lot of people, so honestly,
Another chance at life through death is a far greater mercy than relegation to suffering through a dull shade of the lives they once knew. Is it not mercy to let an abused soul move on to a better existence, one free of the memory of the suffering they survived here?
She paints a pretty picture from this cozy vantage, but of course you'll be the one pulling the trigger. You sure you're ready to help so many innocent victims move on from this life, Captain?
I'll consider it.
That's all I ask. This scroll will aid you.
And then we do neither of their things, and we go, like, cast it in the middle of fucking Ekataka or some shit. Job done!
You need only read the incantation scribed upon it, preferably in a place where all may hear it. Their deaths will be swift and painless.
With a curt nod and a heavy sigh, she turns away. She pats at her hip absently, looking for something out of habit, and finds her grimoire. She flips through it slowly, her mind clearly elsewhere.
I'd be glad to.
Leaf. Hold that thought.
Happily.
Okay, we're gonna talk to... No, we'll read first. Dearest brother, or was it sister, may this letter find you in well spirits. A man of thuggish bearing stormed into my library the other day and demanded I help him find a book on the construction of an arquebus. I thought it proper service to Whale to steer this man towards an illuminated manuscript on the subject of whittling toy soldiers and other miniature props. Unamused by my solution, I shrugged and said, "What is an answer without a question?" Did not find my spiritual rhetoric helpful or amusing, and so he punched out 2 of my teeth. I trust your summer has been less tumultuous than mine. In more important news, my apprentice claims she saw the eyeless face in a dream the other night. I admit I was so mad with envy that at first I refused to believe her. Whale, forgive me for such a lapse of judgment. She described an amawa of brilliant blue hues, with a featureless face surrounded by a swarm of eyes, no 2 eyes alike. She claims Whale ignored her questions, and she can't recall any specifics of what was said. In fact, my apprentice seems to have forgotten many of the things since before the visitation. She could not tell me where she grew up or what she liked to eat. At first, I was so envious of her for having seen Whale with her own eyes, but it seems Whale's visit was to conceal, not to illuminate. I pray she endures this test of faith and can look back at the event and feel the joy of mystery. What is an answer without questions? Last week, I felt the solution was ignorance, but after Whale's visit, I feel a road without length is closer to the capturing of the riddle. I worry my apprentice will look back at her visit from Whale and feel cheated, robbed of some moment of clarity we all thought we were owed when we first joined. I tried to tell her she was lucky, but she was too young to understand. What is an answer without a question? May I be dead and my soul scattered to the winds before anyone knows for certain. That's cool. Alright. The imp turns to you and lets out a quick puff of vile spray from an orifice that abruptly snaps shut.
Don't know your face, ground stink. You the one I'm supposed to find?
I'm K-Jack, captain of the junk.
They let you sail boat? Master told Fetid Spray to bring baubles to Sanctuary. Offer to stupid ground meat for coin.
Aha!
Here, from Master. Master's most glorious words.
My god. I'll keep this terse in case my imps should meet an unfortunate end and this missive is intercepted. By now, you will have encountered other members of the Circle and laboriously scrutinized their motivations in breaching Whale's obscured sanctum. Allow me to add my rationale to theirs. My desire is a simple one. Tidiness. There's already one god blustering his way through the Deadfire, and I've no desire to see him joined by another. If Vicina still lives, try to keep her alive. She has a modicum of potential and may yet aid you in Whale's unusual territory.
This one for stinking Vicina.
The imp practically hurls a finely wrapped scroll at her. She catches it out of the air.
Wait, what does Arkemir want? I don't work for him any longer.
Ungrateful ground stink has her orders. So, what does Master want?
I'm supposed to make sure that we don't have a second Aethys on our hands.
Aha! What that mean, eh? More god stinks walking in statues?
If we are lucky, that will be the extent of our problems.
Well, try not to die then. I no care.
I take it you two know each other.
Ach, I'm afraid so. Before I taught him a lesson, this little stinker was fond of relieving himself in my wardrobe.
Nasty Vicina smelled so nice. Books and inkwells. Made her smell like imp instead.
Fucking
That never
shitbag.
wash out.
My god. Show me what you have for sale. Show me what you got! Alright. Got stuff. Cool.
Absolutely. Of course.
I am going to... Ooh,
Ishi.
Ring of Unshackling. Sweet. I'm gonna pop up here real quick, just because I think it's interesting to see where this leads. I'm assuming it's just a quicker way so we don't have to go back through the eyeless place, the maze. Yeah, nice. That is correct.
What are you eating?
Nothing.
You've the look of a little boy eating cookies before dinner.
All right, you got me. I found a trail of candied nuts leading down to the collections, and I didn't feel like sharing.
A trail of candied nuts. Are you kidding me? Is this a Vithrak? It is a Vithrak. Reminder, protect the assets. This is a final reminder not to disturb the subjects while they hearken to the music of the pit. The wretches have grown protective of our benefactor's song and will attack those who damage the organ's apertures. If any subject experiences a moment of clarity, kindly guide them away from the pit and back to an aperture where they can be rejoined. They can be rejoined the others in blissful indifference. We'd like to minimize the suicide rate this quarter. Wow. May this also serve as a notice that we have exhausted our supplies of earplugs. Overseers are authorized to distribute hot candle wax until someone can venture topside for supplies.
What we hear?
Oof. It's a fucking situation, man. Let's see how it goes. Wow, these guys got killed. Alright, I will be right back. I'm going to put my ice cream up. I'm done with it. Like, one more bite. Robed figures unflinchingly clean thick gore from the stone floors. Oh no. One of the kith looks up to you, if a person can be described as looking without eyes. What a fantastic collection of books you've gathered.
It is remarkable, isn't it?
These are the archives. The accumulated lore of those who see without being seen. Do not remove the books from the shelves.
The man's voice plods emotionlessly forward as if he is heavily sedated.
Lest you face reprisal.
Any other rules I should know about?
Do not interfere with the work of the archives, and its librarians will not interfere with you. Furthermore, the Oracle has limited patron admittance to the lower levels only. Trespassers in the upper floors will face reprisals.
Has anyone else been through here recently? Maybe someone with tentacles?
2 unidentified individuals roam the archives. They will be dealt with accordingly. Both intruders have entered the quarantined section to the east. We have not pursued, as that section is under quarantine.
Don't steal your books. Don't go upstairs. Anything else I should know?
For your safety, please avoid the eastern stacks. They have been contaminated.
Contaminated.
The contamination will be remedied within 5 to 15 years. Please keep further conversation to a minimum.
Right.
Certainly. Indeed.
Okay, so going upstairs. Don't go upstairs. Don't go east.
Someone should have killed this stuff with fire before it reached the books.
Oh. Oh. Been contaminated, y'all. In case you were not aware. Gonna turn on auto and see how we go here.
Afraid not, Captain.
That's it! Beyond sick.
Never you mind that, miss.
You won't find me easy prey.
That's not very helpful.
Not going well so far, I can say.
No problem, Captain. I've got this.
I can say it's not going well so far. I remember the issues of the past. Cast that. No, don't cast that. Sorry. That's the last spell. Do this. This. Okay.
Oh?
Right between the eyes.
Let's try again.
Anyhow, you almost didn't work.
Okay. Gonna have to, you know, control things, but I think once we control those things, we're probably good to go.
Oh?
Oh, we're dropping like flies. Mowing, exceed on us.
Corres, be gone.
At mowing. Exceed on us.
I kind of want to do some like
No can do.
casting, some
Anyhow, you
I might do some scripting. Oh my god! Someone did the thing. The fucking thing. Like a fucking monk in here or some shit.
I suppose it can't be helped.
Must focus.
Stand together! Careful, Fasina! That's it!
Get him, Skillabum. I mean, that works too. Gonna go to autocast, and I think actually, because I don't want to go through a whole fucking. I don't want to go through a whole fucking DLC where I have to fully manhandle every single one of their buff spells. They got a lot of buff spells. Okay.
Oh? Indeed.
Items removed and cataloged upon entry. 1 book, 1 spyglass, assorted loose leaf tea. An addendum was pinned by shaking hand. Subject K1121's grimoire has behaved unpredictably, i.e. at all, since we took her downstairs. Over the last several hours, I observed the runes and inscriptions fading from the page. Oddly enough, the book seemed livelier when I carried it into the eastern alcove of the Oratory of Whale, but I have yet to identify the reason. Further observation recommended. As you heft the tome, a wave of spiritual essence overwhelms you. The strength of its force so immense you can't help but be pulled under.
The gods strip us of who we are on every turn about the wheel, mercilessly shaving off all we've learned with their divine lathes. We retain the pale shadows of our souls, but knowledge, memory, self, all of it is cut away. Do the gods fear we might someday rival their strength if they do not?
Yes?
Interesting.
Indeed.
Okay, we definitely want to rest. That was tough. Hot skewers.
This indignity will not go unanswered.
Well, that was console hot, I believe.
Oh?
Bitchin'. Okay, let's do some scripting,
Oh?
because that was not exactly pleasant. So, open behavior editor. Want to basically add a Aloth script. It was basically, we always want discipline strikes up. We always want actually I guess like we don't have to do that. We can do this. We can do we always want discipline strikes, iron skin, merciless gaze, deleterious alacrity of motion, Fucking martial power. Honestly, that's his buff cycle, and then it's cast. It's target. Not health. It's status target. It is. Class resource fighter. If I have at least 2 discipline, then we want to be using penetrating strike. Almost always lowest health. And that's it, right? Like, that's what I want him to do 9 times out of 10. By list order. Okay, and then for Facina, basically going to be very close to the same. We want Iron Skin up. We want to put up. Can't do Kite Balls. Can I do Kite? I can't do Kite Balls. I want to do Deleterious. I want to do Merciless Gaze. I want to do Itzel's Spirit Lance, and I want to do Itzel's Martial Power. I can't do like, that's not an option. Why is it there? I can't cast that. Whatever. Anyways, and then basically, I think, you know, if cooldown of 25 seconds or whatever. Cooldown of like 30 seconds. Accept. And we want Facina script. By list order. That should be fine. Alright, let's see how that goes.
I shall. Of course.
Dim in the lantern.
So much knowledge consumed and grown. We may never appreciate how much was lost here.
Well, at least someone's enjoying the books.
Happily.
I'm assuming this is just gonna be poison.
I see you there.
Alright, and I want to see immediately Aloth starts casting Delayed fireball. That's not the fucking script. Fuck me, man. I don't stop it.
Nothing I can do.
Trying to see like what the fuck other option I have to. It should just be an always true. I don't. The game shouldn't try to cast a spell again when it's already casting. And Facina is completely ignoring her scenario as well. Okay, well let's do this then. Go back to what we were fucking doing in the first place. We'll just do it by...
Yeah.
Doesn't he have any...
Come on. Yeah. Stand together.
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
Right between the eyes.
Aye?
Something's wrong with me.
Kind of just letting everyone do their own thing, honestly. So far it's going... okay.
It's no use.
Titzels is about to be done. No longer has that, but matter.
Stand together.
Okay. Not the worst thing in the world. I'm sure if I spent more time with the scripting, it would be just fine, but I don't know. The longer I've played Pillars of Eternity 2, the more I've kind of just felt like the scripting It's not, I don't even know that it's the scripting. I just think the game just doesn't listen to the scripting half the time.
Not a problem.
Of course.
Part of the problem.
How may I help?
Uh-huh.
What? Okay, there's absolutely a fucking thing here. Why is it not letting me? And it was letting me. Alright, that's annoying.
Indeed.
This fleshy column of fungus pulses faintly with bioluminescence. It smells moist. A muted scream echoes somewhere far below. You sense essence flowing lethargically to and from it. Perhaps this serves as a hub for the spores infesting the archives. For now.
At once.
I'm really fucking annoyed here. Like, I absolutely had this opportunity to fucking move that, and then I move, or look at this, and then I moved, and now it won't fucking show back up again. That's annoying. I'm having too many annoyances.
Of course.
That's crap. Alright, let's head back over here and see if they immediately start attacking me. I'm just curious.
I see great potential in you, Shoti.
Yeah? Do you?
Dim in the lantern.
I'd be glad to. What can I do?
You were saying? I'm listening.
We're not supposed to be up here, right?
Touch nothing.
What if we hear?
Okay, maybe do the trap disarm with the high mechanism person. Doing an infested almanac of crop rotation. Take them.
Yes? At once.
So much stuff here.
Indeed.
Clearly a hidden section. Okay, gotcha. There's a lot going on just in this place. Restricted section to the quarantined section.
When the wheel has ground you all to dust.
An incredibly complex mechanism seals the door, standing impenetrably before you. Its gears, rods, and tumblers rival the innards of a construct for intricacy. You're not even sure where to begin the process of breaking this lock. Examine the engraving. It's with Aloth. Aloth stretches to better see the engraving. Seems to be the emblem of the hand occult. Examine the mechanism. This device seems the work of a madman. Some of the components seem thoroughly redundant, while others display dependencies on workings that are in turn dependent on them. A mere lock, this vault door presents a puzzle, a labyrinth for the mind. Pick the lock.
I'm here.
A lock I cannot
Absolutely.
pick. Interesting. Very interesting. Still not gonna let me? Good. Alright, let's go up to the quarantine section then. I don't wanna poke the jelly. Pokey pokey poke.
Folds his grimoire like a clumsy initiate.
Quietly now.
Lancelot is such a jackass. Oh look, it's tentacles.
A shadow comes to muddy the light.
Ever wonder what happened to your old pets, Watcher?
You're a rude dude.
How does one possess the time to collect this many fish?
Hey. Calm down. Something is clearly aware of us. All right.
Moeth, Ixie, Honest.
Damn. Didn't need all that shit apparently. Also, we want to go with that for now. Okay.
Happily.
Unlocking that will require the proper key.
Dim in the lantern.
Indeed.
A rune-etched medallion hangs against the breastplate of this blood-red armor, secured around its gorget. Is it gorget or gorget? I think it's gorget. By a steel chain. Examine the necklace. The pendant bears several potent sigils of conjuration and binding, doubtlessly designed to infuse the armor with soul essence and animate it with a semblance of intellect and life. Break the enchantment. You dig among your gear and come up with a piece of chalk. Grind it down, and with the utmost care, wipe it into the sigils. Your defacement should, you hope, neutralize the enchantment without triggering it. The armor trembles, then sags. Whatever spell binding it together, broken. Gained an item, Disenchanted Amulet of Animation. Interesting.
Of course.
Crimson Panoply. Grants Frenzy. Once per encounter, has a chance to enter a frenzy state after being critically hit. The wearer gains stuff. I mean, okay, that's not horrible. Vinegrant's survivor. While frenzied by the Crimson Panoply, the wearer gains a damage shield that absorbs some incoming damage. The amount absorbed increases with the wearer's survival skill. The deemed crimson lacquer of this armor seems to shift subtly as the wearer moves, like falling rose petals or running blood. The gold trim bears numerous finely traced symbols, the remnants of the enchantments that animated it, and filled it with animosity in the archives of the Hand Occult. It still feels angry. All allies near the wearer also gain the damage shield. That's pretty strong. Attacks can stagger foes. Or... Ah, nice. That's kind of cool. I mean, that's strong.
I'll be your lookout.
Happily.
This way. These are pretty decently sized zones. Like, this is gonna be a full enchilada to unpack over here. Is that a cannon? Are those guys gonna come to... This all looks like it's gonna come to life.
What have we here?
Indeed.
The Wake's Wand. After empowering an ability, the wielder's recovery is immediately refreshed. Wow. The curve of this gold-plated wand suggests the writhing tentacles of a beast of the depths, and it wraps about a ruby, the color of freshly spilled blood. In the era following the fall of Ingwith, the Hand Occult granted such potent implements to their most cunning wizards and wizards. Soulbind. Doesn't fucking matter. Was this the Wake's Wand? No. Any class, wizard. See if it even matters. 25% chance on scoring a hit to apply confused. Cool, right? Revelating missiles. 50% chance on scoring crit to leave a seal that deals raw damage to enemies. Cool. After empowering an ability, gain +3 power level for 20 seconds. 100% of misses converted to raises with empowered attacks. 100% of misses converted to grazes with empowered attacks. That kind of doesn't. Whatever. The muddling bolts is interesting. Sure, whatever. Wizard. Don't really care. Throw it in there. I'm very happy with my Eye of Whale and Keybreaker Scepter, so whatever. We'll move through this. Find and read the memories of Helder in the archives. Should be simple enough.
him in the lantern.
Explore up here real quick.
Quite.
You okay? What you doing? Come here. No? Okay, fine. I'm gonna play with you. Okay. Boom and boom. Okay, boom and boom.
Can't get a clean hit.
Okay. Boom and boom. Okay. The cat mutiny continues? Absolutely, it does. They don't give two shits. This and this and then this.
That dog won't hunt.
And this.
Mowing, Ixie, on ha!
We need all hands on deck here!
I'm fixing to be sick. Mowing, Ixie, on her. Yeah?
I can't do it.
Mowing, darkness flows and the light wanes.
They're kind of slapping the shit out of Jody.
Rebirth awaits me.
Oh right, she's in Sitzel mode, so she can't actually do anything.
Ixie,
That fucking... That stuff right there is intense, I will tell you. Go ahead and do a little bit.
Wasted effort.
Okay, that's not great.
I feel.
There's a walloping.
This is still finishing. Okay. No longer active. Really need to turn this on again. Itzels.
I cannot whack him any harder.
Fast for me.
Who need to turn this back on?
Might as well be hitting the water.
That's on me. How may I
Something I
help?
hate's coming back up.
This is futile.
You see that, Ishi?
It's not futile. Realize that.
Vidorio.
Means hers should be coming down as well.
Nothing I can do.
Okay.
There's a walloping.
Something's wrong with me.
This did nothing.
Pop over to the parasitic stuff.
Your order can do. Ashiza, strike!
Yes?
That'd be a reason to have whatchamacallit. No, I didn't do this the entire time. I think summons are a very dumb thing to have taken on her. Realizing what I am actively trying to do the majority of the time. Huh.
Stand together! That's it! Yeah! Yes? I'm no help here.
Casita. On my way. For the homeland.
Yeah!
Alright, there we go. Easy enough.
Corres, begone!
I should make sure to pop the worms. They are useful. Like, quite useful.
Speak freely, can do. You were saying?
Of course.
Maybe
Your orders?
maybe I
You were
wasn't
saying?
seeing like an interactable. Maybe I was fucking just like hovered incorrectly over that centerpiece. Ancient tablet. Hadret. That who we're talking about? Elder. Ancient tablet. This fragile tablet was painstakingly etched in the Ingwithan ruins, several runes thousands of years ago. The festival lanterns shine with a warm yellow glow tonight, bobbing on the light breeze from the sea. The young folk dance, feet stamping and smiles bright, a feverish joy alight in their eyes. The old folk drink and tell tales of years long past, their laughter loud enough to shake the very Adra beneath our feet. And the children for whom we do this, our future, they steal sweets from the banquet tables. They wrestle and tease and fight as children ought. My soul swells with pride. Together we celebrate the end of our work and look forward to new beginnings, a shining horizon where we Ingwithans and our Huana brethren labor as one for the glory and illumination of all kith. Tonight, Pokokahara, our masterpiece, sits resplendent, a testament to all that our cultures have striven toward, all that we might gain. And yet, even if our calculations are sound and our construction sturdy, if the machine works as intended, it will be but one small step along the twisting road we must walk together. But if we can harness the power of souls, if we can control the cycle of life and death, the journey will be worth it, no matter how arduous or how long. Now is not the moment for questions of philosophy. Tonight we join hands and sing. Tomorrow our work of generations begins. Last begins.
Insufferable.
Indeed.
Alright, those are all like things I think
Give me
we've
the
seen
order.
before.
Of course.
Alright then. My god, this is gonna take some book. What fucking book? They're in there. I'm just ignoring shit. There's a fucking book right in the center. Alright, let's do this.
Happily.
The trees of Air Glanfath possess souls as strong as any kith, and their entangled roots extend for miles.
Volume 2 of 5.
But dig beneath any of them. Follow those roots, and you'll see they don't end, but lead to a neighbor. They're many souls sharing one body. Why shouldn't willing kith be able to do the same?
Speak freely. You were saying?
Willing kith, sure. Willing kith. That's the caveat there. Alright, anyways, I think that is going to be the end of this video. If you, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Oy. My head's